The night began with laughter. Plates clinked, glasses raised, and the smell of roast chicken and baked bread filled the air. It was supposed to be an ordinary family dinner, a tradition that brought everyone together once a week. But by the time the evening was over, what remained inside that quiet suburban home was so disturbing that even seasoned detectives struggled to process what they saw. When police arrived, they were met with silence. The table was still set, food half-eaten, drinks half-full, but the chairs sat empty. And in the kitchen, a single knife lay on the counter, its blade smeared in something no one could mistake. The question wasn't just what happened during that dinner, it was why did an entire family vanish in the middle of it? The first clue. Neighbors had reported hearing nothing unusual. No screams, no crashes, no signs of a struggle. But when investigators entered the home, the details grew stranger. A half-written text message was still open on one of the victims' phones, as if interrupted mid-sentence. Upstairs, a television played quietly in an empty room, its glow flickering against walls that told another story. Dark stains, handprints, and a trail leading down to the basement. And what was found in that basement would haunt detectives for years. Perfect family, or so it seemed. On the surface, the family was ordinary. Hardworking parents, 2 children excelling in school, no history of trouble. Friends described them as warm, generous, the kind of people you wave to from across the yard. But as police dug deeper, the picture began to crack. Financial troubles had quietly piled up. Arguments behind closed doors had become more frequent. And one family member had been hiding something. A secret so explosive it threatened to tear everything apart. The web of contradictions. Detectives uncovered surveillance footage from earlier that evening. The family could be seen carrying bags of groceries, smiling as they walked into the house. But what caught investigators' attention was the man who appeared in the background. A stranger, standing still, watching. Witnesses later claimed to have seen the same man near the property days before, but no one recognized him. Who was he, and how did he end up inside that house? Because the evidence suggested one terrifying possibility. This wasn't just a crime of passion. It was planned. The disturbing revelation. Forensics revealed something even more chilling. The knife on the counter wasn't from the family's kitchen set. It had been brought in from outside. Even worse, fingerprints on the blade didn't match anyone in the household. As investigators worked through the night, they pieced together a timeline of events. The family had started their dinner around 7:15. By 8 o'clock, they had vanished. But the oven was still warm when police arrived hours later, as if someone else had been inside the house long after the family was gone. Then came the discovery that turned a disturbing crime scene into something unthinkable. Hidden in the garage was a set of trash bags, sealed tight. Inside were blood-soaked clothing, children's toys, and a note scrawled in jagged handwriting that read, "They shouldn't have found out." But found out what? A shocking twist. Detectives traced the fingerprints on the knife to a man who, at first glance, had no connection to the family. No shared workplaces, no known friendships, no history of interaction. But as they dug deeper, a buried link surfaced. He had once lived in the same neighborhood, years earlier, and when they pulled his record, they discovered he had been a suspect in another unsolved disappearance, one involving a family eerily similar to this one. The possibility was horrifying. Had this man been watching them for years, waiting for the moment to strike again? The cliffhanger. Police tracked the suspect down, but as they closed in, another discovery stopped them cold. Inside his car, parked miles away, was something that didn't belong. The father's wallet, the mother's jewelry, and the children's school IDs. But there was no sign of the family themselves. Had they been taken alive? Were they hidden somewhere waiting to be found? Or had the suspect already ensured they would never be seen again? The answers lay buried within a mystery so twisted that detectives admitted it was the most disturbing crime scene they had ever witnessed. And the next discovery would only make it darker. Because what happened inside that family home was just the beginning.